A very important man in history that plays a big part into why our people are suffering these days. A man called Aleister Crowley. Between 1875 to 1947, Crowley was the foremost Satanist of the modern era. He made no bones about the fact that he served Lord Satan. He was so evil, his own mother called him the Beast. He called himself regularly by this name and by the number 666. Crowley devised a hybrid band of black magic, which is in vogue today. He was convinced that he was incarnating a new magical era that would supersede Christianity. He is known as the most wicked man. Crowley was the fourth most Satanist in the modern era. His book, 777, teaches you how to tap into the knowledge, opening that third eye. This book also teaches you how to tap into an ancient old one, so you can insert power for today. If you want to be a powerful musician, a world-renowned actor, this book, 777, teaches you how to find an old Nephilim spirit by summoning in them spirits via rituals and use that power to have influence over people. Just a few of his teachings teaches you how to do everything backwards, to write backwards, walk backwards, and to talk backwards. The first group of musicians to tap into the power of Crowley were the Beatles. The Beatles put backward messages in their music, saying, "Serve Satan." The thing is that if you make a deal with these Nephilim spirits to come and make you famous, the deal is you have to signal people so that those who listen to worldly music can see the symbols and know who you're working for or who their praise goes to. Look who we have here on the Beatles cover. Yes, Mr. Crowley. Another artist that was heavily influenced by Mr. Crowley was Prince. He practiced backward messaging as well. Flip his album upside down, you get 666 and a penis that's representing the missing body part of Nimrod and the word evil. Also this picture on one of his other albums, the third eye, the eye that makes you like a god. Mr. Crowley wrote another book called The Book of the Law. His one law was this: do what thou wilt. A book devoted to spiritual inhabitants so that Nephilim have a place to rule, a place to get worship from you. If you're up in the concert and 20,000 people are out there chanting your name, wearing clothing with your picture on it, the Nephilim has found his place again: worship. This organization is called Ordo Templi Orientis, commonly known to musicians as the OTO, a fraternal order for famous people. This OTO organization uses Mr. Crowley's teachings as a blueprint. The OTO organization is the only way to the top, to make you famous and keep you rich. And in return, your contract consists of corrupting the minds of people through their music and movies, and also display symbolism to signal you where their worship goes to: Satan. The OTO is a secret organization that teaches you how to manipulate certain Nephilim spirits to get into you, lift you up, make you famous, make you like a god, because these spirits were once worshipped and were in their eyes powerful beings. Gothics, Satanists, and occultists all believe that Satan was misjudged in heaven by God and was unfairly kicked out. We see here the band KISS, which means Knights in Satan's Service. Notice here their faces are painted with white, which is a symbol of death and destruction. They whiten out their faces and they put expressions on it. So what they are saying is that I am dead and something in me, I am channeling it and it's living and it's expressing itself through me. We see this in miming as well. Why do I see miming in the churches? It looks innocent, right? Wrong. Like anything else, it's the intent of why it was invented in the first place. In the Mexican culture, they call it the Day of the Dead, death and destruction. AC/DC, which means Antichrist Devil Child. The Rolling Stones, sympathy for the devil, because they believe the devil was misjudged and done wrong. This is Led Zeppelin, who wrote the backward praise and worship song to Satan, saying, "My sweet Satan." Forward, it's called Stairway to Heaven. If you play that whole song in its entirety backwards, it's a whole worship song to Satan. These people bought Mr. Crowley's house and wrote this song in his house so they can channel the spirit of the most wicked man in their eyes that ever lived. It is the #1 selling single of all time, Stairway to Heaven. Beyonce, a woman possessed on the Rolling Stones magazine. It states that Beyonce is gripped with a spirit so powerful it even has a name, Sasha. Beyonce is openly telling us that there is a spirit in her, working in her while she performs. She states that I have someone else that takes over when it's time to work. And when I'm on stage, this alter ego that I've created, that kind of protects me of who I really am. That's what I was saying, people. They have to signal you because it's a part of their contract. They have sold their soul to the devil, to the OTO, the eye that makes you a god. See, here she's showing horns. Also here a 5-pointed pentagram with the half goat, half woman, Baphomet, a symbol for channeling the spirits of the Nephilim. In this video, you see Beyonce levitating. Also notice the dove going up. Wow, Mr. Crowley did teach on doing things backwards. See, when Jesus got baptized, the Holy Spirit, a dove, came down from above. Jay-Z has a hood with the words, "Do what you wilt." He obviously took on Mr. Crowley's teachings. Kanye mess. You see Kanye's eyes illuminated. This is where the word Illuminati comes from, meaning the enlightened ones. Also we see here the channeling spirit symbol of Baphomet, the Baphomet goat on his shirt. Also the triangle, the eye that makes you like a god. Rihanna, in one of many songs, this song, Disturbia, goes on to say, It's a thief in the night to come and grab you. It can creep up inside you and consume you. A disease of the mind, it can control you. It's too close for comfort. Put on your brake lights. You're in the city of wonder. Ain't gonna play nice. Watch out, you might just go under. Better think twice. Your train of thought will be altered. Your mind's in disturbia. It's like a darkness has become the light. Rihanna's song Umbrella goes, "These things will never come in between. You're a part of my entity, spirits people, here for infinity. When the war has took its part, when the world has dealt its cards, if the hand is hard, together we'll mend your heart. When the sun shines, we'll shine together. Told you I'll be here forever. Said I'll always be your friend. Took an oath, I'm sticking it to the end." OTO people, she took an oath, sold her soul to the devil. T-Pain, the biggest 666 fingerer out there. Chris Brown, his song Fallen Angel, quote, "I could take a trip to outer space. She would be the one. Fallen angel, I will see when I get to heaven's gates. She would welcome me with her arms open wide, and a smile will shadow me brighter than the sun. She hasn't had a fair chance." What? Sympathy for the devil. "So I'll give her one. Let me tell you who she is. She's a fallen angel sent from heaven up above. She's a fallen angel waiting for me to love her." Lil Wayne, in one of his lyrics, it goes on to say, quote, "Like we don't play no, I don't. I'm not gonna rap about you. Man, I will murder you, your family, your child, a newborn. I don't give a beep. I could never go to hell 'cause I'm taken over." Michael Jackson, one of many songs, a song called "Blame It on the Boogie." Quote, "This magic music moves me. Mr. Crowley teaches on magic, black magic. That dirty rhythm grooves me. The devil's got into me." What? Spirits of the Nephilim, the eye that makes you like a god. Here on one of Michael's albums, you will find the eye. Satan to Eve, "If you eat of the tree, it will open your eye, so you will become like God." The eye of Osiris, the eye on the American note. And look what we have here. Yes, you guessed it, Mr. Crowley. And if you think that's not enough, check this out. On Michael Jackson's statue, on his arm, it says 777. Mr. Crowley. Here is a video of 3 bowls of rice submerged in water. One bowl is told beautiful words. The second bowl is told hateful words. The third bowl is totally neglected. This process goes on every day for 1 month. The results are astounding. You'll find the loving bowl is perfectly fermented, and the hated bowl has decayed. The neglected bowl is worse out of all of them. Also, the subliminal and backward messages and pictures we drum into our heads on a day-to-day basis without even knowing it. Even though we can't hear or see these subliminal messages, below the threshold of our brains automatically decodes these messages. As seen on this video clip, sound waves become certain patterns with a diverse set of tones that the powers to be, OTO, can manipulate these sound waves into implanted words in your brain. The instrumentals alone, without the words, these days is still poisonous to our ears because of these tones. The power of the tongue, the power of these tones, the power of neglection is molding and shaping our kids today. Over 15,000 children in New Zealand are currently on antidepressants, suffering from a wide diverse of mental illnesses, opioid addictions, and suicides are all on the rise. These disembodied Nephilim spirits are real people. Your favorite music artist takes them very seriously. All songs and all movies that make it big on our screens have been sifted through an organization like the OTO. It doesn't matter how innocent it may sound or look. These artists signed a contract to pollute your minds. This problem will increase, unfortunately. Take charge of your household now and throw them Nephilim spirits out of your house.